How exactly do you make a list like this? You make it quick, you make it short, and you make it concise. But when you have a company like Vinegar Syndrome that's become so well known for the releases that they do, the features, the slipcovers, all kind of the unique and crazy stuff that comes out, it can be hard to find a list of underrated titles. It can be hard to find a list of overrated titles. But tonight we're looking at five titles that I think that even though they do get a bit of love, I would still consider them five underrated Vinegar Syndrome titles that often slide beneath the radar of a lot of people. Welcome to the Cult of Cinema, and welcome to the list. As in my previous list, I'm doing this by not by ranking out from 1 to 5 or from 5 to 1. I'm listing this by spine number. And we'll start off the earliest spine first and go from there. And we start off with one that I do think has been heavily underrated. Not so because just of the film that it is, but probably because there was a VSA release that both gave it a bit more notice and maybe took a bit of the notes away from it at the same time. It's also one of my favorite covers for a Vinegar Syndrome release. And you can see it's an early one because it still has the blue case. This is Evils of the Night. Really enjoy this movie. It has a great cast too. We got John Carradine, Tina Louise, Julie Newmar, Amber Lynn, and Aldo Ray to name but a few. What's really nice about this though is even though it's one of those kind of lower budgeted, kind of cheesy, weird little titles, one of the best things about this is the characters are actually likable. So there's a character in this here that gets taken out, and I was sad when the character I knew like okay this character is probably going to die, but I'm hoping not. And you know it's success when they've actually taken the character and made you care about them enough when they go. Speaking of movies that I think fall under the radar and that are still a success, it's The Killing Kind. I'm not sure if it was the slipcover or what, but this one didn't get a lot of notice when it came out. And it's a shame. Like, did you ever want to strangle your mother? It's a really cool title, and it's got a good cast too. We're not talking about something with a small cast. We have John Savage starring this one here, and Southern in a later role for her, Ruth Roman. Cindy Williams from Laverne and Shirley is in this one. It's just a really cool little psychological thriller. It's done by Curtis Harrington, so you know we've got some quality direction right there. And we got an interview with Harrington there, a career-spanning interview with him that runs the whole length of the film, as well as a historical commentary track and isolated score by the composer. If you've never checked out Killing Time, it's definitely one that you should check out. It's actually a really good little film. You guys know I love Southern Gothic, so there's no way I couldn't put this one on here. This is a bit of a slower burn, but it's such a cool little psychological thriller. Dominique is dead, or is she? I love Dominique. This is a really good film. Cliff Robertson was not one of the easiest guys known to work with, apparently, from what I've read. But he does a great job in this movie. Gene Simmons is in here as well. Jenny Agutter. I can never go wrong with her. Judy Geeson. And, of course, Simon Ward. If you have not seen Dominique, I really recommend it. Just one to pick up. It's a great little one. And it's a quick watch, running at only 95 minutes. You got two audio interviews here. One with Michael Jason and one with the assistant director, Brian Cook. Really good film. Berserker. It seemed like this one got attention for 10 minutes and people tended to forget about it. And it's a shame because Berserker is a really interesting little film. It's got a bit of a mystery to it. You're never quite sure exactly what's going on. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, is it a killer bear? Is it a Viking? Is it something else totally? Well, you have to wait to the very, very end of the film to find that out. The beautiful Beth Toussaint is in this movie here as well. If you're a Star Trek The Next Generation fan, you'll know who she is for sure. We also get George Buck Flowers in this movie. He's been on a lot of movies, and he does a really good job in this one here as well. It is a fantastic little film, and this back cover looks just slightly a bit familiar. And last but not least, we have an Uli Lomo film. One that I really enjoy. It's called Prozzy over in the UK, but in North America, it's called Olivia. I love this here version of it. 88 Films put this out as under the name Prozzy, and that is a cut version of the film. Olivia, however, is not cut. This is an uncut edition of the film. It is fantastic. We get, along with this, we get an interview with actress Suzanne Love, who starred in the film, interview with writer assistant director John P. Marsh, an interview with cinematographer John Cronhouse, interview with editor Terrell Tannen, and a super 8mm behind the scenes footage shot and narrated by writer and assistant DA John P. Marsh. Just really cool one. Definitely recommend it. And there you go. 5 films that I think often fall under the radar when people are looking for a Vinegar Syndrome movie during the sale. We got Evils of the Night, The Killing Kind, Dominique, Berserker, and Olivia, aka Prozzy for you guys in the UK. I am Aaron. Thank you for watching The Cult of Cinema, and we'll see you here next time, because it is the month of the Halfway to Black Friday sale, and you're going to see videos here all month, both pre-taped and live on here and on my Patreon. So if you're not a member of my Patreon yet, now's a great time to start. See you soon. Like, share, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I'll be here next time for another Vinegar Syndrome, or maybe a Severin video, or maybe both. So next time, remind me to look back at these. They're fun.